All right, Shalom, Shalom, Yasharala, it's your brother Yaradon with the Southern Return located here in Chicago. And I want to start off by giving all praises, call volume to the Most High Power, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone. Shalom to the Akim scattered throughout the four corners, preaching this word in truth and sincerity with discretion and discernment. And last but not least, shalom to the Akim and the Akwat and the children who might be tuning in too. So yeah, man. Yeah, I just wanted to touch on this lesson, man. That's been on my spirit, for the past week. Championship mentality, man. Seeing how this is 2022. All right, 2022, the year of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai turning up, man. So we want to be locked in the spirit, man. All right, we want to be locked in and we want to be on fire, man. You don't want Yahweh Shai to remove your candlestick, man. You don't want the coach to take you out the game, man. All right, you want to be lit, man. You want to be on fire, man. You want to be you shooting for that MVP title, man. All right, we ain't just out here to play, man, and just what I'm saying. We somebody got to be the MVP. Of course we gonna be focused on the team, and it's about teamwork, man. But you gotta have that drive in you, man. You gotta be on fire, and you gotta be aiming to be the MVP, man. All right, we shooting for the number one spot, man. We jockeying for position in this thing, man. We don't want to be stagnant. All right, because it say somebody gonna be called the greatest in the kingdom of heaven, and somebody gonna be called the least. So when the Most High, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, called for the gathering in in the festivities for the greatest in the kingdom of heaven. I don't want to be standing there looking like, yeah, look at them, they did their thing. I mean, ain't nothing wrong with that, but because I'd be happy with just being a doorman in the kingdom. But you hear me? We wanna be on fire, nevertheless, especially seeing how the sifter is out here. All right, swiping people out the truth. So let me jump into these precepts, man, because Hashatan trying to stop my lab, man. It's probably like the third or fourth time I tried to go live, and I tried to record this video. They didn't want to let me record it in my phone. They was talking about technical difficulties, so I don't want to out this out. It go all the way through, and hopefully it's edifying, man. All right, so yeah, this is the book of First Corinthians, man, chapter 9 and verse 24. It say, "Know ye not that they which run in a race run all, but one receiveth the prize. So run that ye may obtain." So yeah, man, when you got first, second, third place in the race, man, but number one is going to get the prize, man. That's why I say it's a race and we jockeying for position, man. All right, and we trying to come in first place, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, we all know it's about the body and it's about the teamwork. You can't do it on your own. You got to play your part, play them cards right. But nevertheless, man, you shooting for that MVP, man. All right, well, you want to be Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai's most valuable player. That's how you got to look at yourself and think about it, man. All right, you got to be locked in, championship mentality, man. You got to go for the gusto. And you gotta encourage your brothers to go for the gusto and encourage yourself, man, to go for it all. You can't be stagnant, and you can't just have a low biblical IQ. All right, they talk about Kobe. Kobe had the highest basketball IQ out of anybody in NBA history. You know what I'm saying? So I've heard. I think I heard Buddy say that on 2K or something. But nevertheless, man, you got to be locked in, and you got to have um, a high spiritual biblical IQ, man, so you can know the scriptures say the things that were written aforetime were written for our learning. So you got to look back at the past at the things that was written, and you got to know how to move like our forefathers moved through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, man. So it say, "Know ye not that they which run in a race so like it, run in a race, run all, but one receive the prize. So run that ye may obtain." Yeah, man, we running so so that we may obtain. First Corinthians 9 and 25, man, that's saying every man that striveth for the mastery is temperate in all things. Now they do it. It say now they do it to obtain the corruptible crown, but we an incorruptible. So yeah, we want that incorruptible championship, man. We want unlimited rings, man. All right, we want to get that the treasures what thieves can't break in and steal, man. Cause didn't OJ get locked back up for stealing that old memorabilia bullshit? They took his jersey and trophies and shit, and he went after that shit and got locked up. Somebody put it on the auction while he was booked or something. He tried to get it back and he got booked again or something like that. But nah, we ain't seeking nothing, no corruptible clout and glory down here, or no crown down here. We hoping for eternal riches, man. That your man can't even fathom. Your man can't even imagine the thing that the Most High got in store for His people, man. So it's just like that feeling when Mike was popping the champagne. When Mike popped the champagne, and he in the back of the thing crying, holding that trophy. So that's what we waiting for. We waiting for them. And then look at Mike too, though. When he made it to be the #1 MVP, so he had unprecedented riches, man, off the shoes and off the name and the endorsement deals and whatnot from going hard from training. All right, you know what I'm saying? They call him the greatest of all time, man. So we want to be locked in, man, so we can receive that reward. He was crying. Mike was crying when he won that shit, man. And they were drinking champagne, you feel me? Like he was at the party, they in the back of the thing. That's how we gonna be in the kingdom, man, but it's gonna be 1,000 times greater, man, cause this shit down here all gonna be blown to smithereens, man. To pieces, man. Alright. So yeah, this the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 9 and verse 11. It say, I returned and I saw under the sun that the race is not to the swift, nor the battle to the strong, neither yet bread to the wise, nor yet riches to men of understanding, nor yet favor to man of skill, but time and chance happeneth to them all. So yeah, you gotta be locked in and you gotta be playing your part and your cards right. You can't be Mike. All right, you can't be Jordan, man. All right, you gotta be whoever the Most High made. You might be Dennis Rodman. You might look fluky and be fluky. Everybody look at you fluky, but you getting the boards though. You getting the rebounds though, and the Most High can use you a part of the body. You know what I'm saying? You gotta humble down, man. It's a body. We a team, man. Like somebody gotta be the feet. The head can't work without the feet, man. You ain't dunking on nobody, going nowhere, doing nothing without the feet. So you gotta play your part and to the best of your abilities, man. I'm gonna read it again. Ecclesiastes 9 and 11. I return and saw under the sun that the race is not to the swift, nor the battle to the strong, neither yet bread to the wise, nor yet riches to men of understanding, nor yet favor to men of skill, but time and chance happening to them all. So you gotta play your part, man. The team might be looking bad, but it's never looking bad. We all go through the same tests and trials here on earth, but we understand that we already won. The championship is already won over here. That makes it more easier, to get to play, to get the play across and win, because you won. It's like the Bulls, man. You got Mike Pippen. You been winning. You done won the last 5 championships. You weren't finna win the 6th one. So like that's how the Bible is. We know we already got it. All right, but nevertheless, you gotta still play your part to the best of your ability, man. Because it say time and chance happening to them all, man. Dennis Rodman ain't gonna score 36, 40, 50 points every time. I'm sure Rodman put up like 30, at one point in time, but he was always playing his part, getting them rebounds, man, and a couple of, assists. Scottie Pippen or whatever. Mike was the key player. Jordan was the key player, but Mike wouldn't have been nothing without Pippen. Pippen was right there, sad to sad, man, and he was getting the assists and the alley-oops and shit, and, you got to play your part, man. You got to play your part, man. D-Rose, look at D-Rose. He at the top of the key running the isolation. He finna run the isolation and he might be going in for the layup and spin or something, but he might miss. But then like Joakim Noah come in wild, fluky, and grab the board and dunk some shit crazy, man. But you can't never faint or give up. You gotta get them offensive rebounds. If your ass falling off and falling short, you gotta bounce back and get them offensive rebounds. But yeah, man, you gotta be championship minded, man. You gotta have that championship mentality, man. You can't give up on this truth, man. And you can't just give up on your brothers, man. You know what I'm saying? You see your brother needs some help. Hey, go do the pick and roll. Go stand right there and block and help. You know what I'm saying? Pray with him and fast with him and to block the negative spirits, man. To get them demons and devils up out of there, up off your brother, man. You know, but you gotta be locked in, man, and you gotta play your part. All right. What else was on here? All right, this Matthew chapter 7 and 13. Enter ye in at the straight gate, for wide is the gate and broad is the way that leadeth to destruction, and many there be which go thereat. Yeah, man. So there's gonna be a lot of people that's gonna be in the league, man. You got different teams, and you got different teams, and you got different times, man. But like in a regular season, y'all doing y'all thing, but you working on when it's getting hot. And right now it's hot, and it's true, man. Yeah, how about Shimmy? How was shot turning up? We another day closer. It's getting up there, man. So you know it's getting hot, man. We gotta it's the playoff. It's the playoffs. And look, that's the spirit. I think we're in the playoffs now in the world. The Bulls just got kicked out though, but nevertheless, man, I say all that to say it's getting hot, and we in the playoffs, man, right now in the spirit, man, and you gotta stick to the plan. You gotta stick to the plan, man. Stick to the code, man. You can't just be going off just doing whatever play you want to do. You know what I'm saying? You not Mike. All right, you not Mike, man. You not just finna get out here and be freestyling on the court, man. You gotta do what the Most High instructed you to do, man. And first and foremost, you gotta receive instructions from the man that He set up on the planet Earth in these last days to lead and guide you, to coach you, man, on how to move and how to play this game. You can't just hop in the game and just be doing whatever you want to do, man. You're gonna get benched. But you know, follow you how was shot, man. Follow you how was shot, and the prophets the apostles, you gotta come how they was coming. You gotta read the scriptures, and you gotta be on the same type of time that Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai wanted us to be on. You gotta learn from the mistakes in the past. Like remember when Peter talking about I'm gonna go with you Yahweh Shai unto death, and then you know he denied him when the cock crowed. So you got to learn from that, and you really got to be steadfast and quick in the spirit to stand firm and gird up your loins and stand strong unto death, man. You know what I'm saying? Because if you thought it was turned up now, hey, evil men shall wax worse and worse. It's only finna get worse out here. All right. So yeah, verse 14. Because straight is the gate and narrow is the way which leadeth unto life, but few there be that find it, man. Yeah, man, it ain't too many people out there who got 6 rings, 5 rings, 11 rings. It's only a small amount of people out there that was cause championship man with consistency, man, that kept it pushing, kept it moving, and won multiple rings, man. All right, we want to get them crowns, man. Yahweh Shai coming back, conquering and to conquer, man, and he gonna have many crowns on his head. Like right now, I'm standing in the city right now, looking at downtown Chicago with a nice little view, decent little view of downtown Chicago, man. He gonna blow this shit down, burn this shit down, man. And he taking shit down, and he taking crowns, and he passing them out, man. All right, he got crowns on the pass out, man, to the people who gon' fight these battles with him. It's a war, and we gotta fight these battles, man. We gotta hero him in. The king is coming, man, and anybody who won't smoke your ass gonna die, fucking around, man. And straight up, we ain't scared. We coming by ourselves. We on one horse. We got little horsepower. We on one horse coming in on enemy territory to tell everybody your ass gonna die. The king of the world is coming. The king of the universe, the king of kings is approaching. All right, and we want that crown, man. But it's only gonna be a few people who gonna get it, man. 144,000 men gonna know this song and gonna be able to sing it properly. Everybody else, you know what I'm saying? A few people gonna believe it, but everybody else, you gonna have to be, dust and smell of smoke, man. All right, so yeah, this is the book of Acts, chapter 5 and verse 40. And to him they agreed. And when they had called the apostles and beaten them, they commanded them, so like they commanded that they should not speak in the name of Yahweh and let them go. And say, and they departed from the presence of the council, rejoicing that they were counted worthy to suffer shame for his name. And daily in the temple, in every house, they cease not to teach and preach Yahweh Hamashiach. So yeah, man, the apostles they had got that work, man. They got them heads and them scores just put on them for preaching in the name of Yahweh Shai, but they were jumping up and down excited that they had the opportunity to be counted worthy to be persecuted for the name of Yahweh Shai. You know what a beautiful feeling that is. You know, and they say and they preach daily in every house and in the temple, man, preaching Hamashiach Yahweh Shai. So you know, hey, when Mike was losing, when the Bulls was losing against the Pistons, the bad boys was whooping their ass. What happened? When Mike then was getting beat, man, he went and trained. He went and trained and built that body up and was hitting them weights in that gym, man. And then like he never stopped losing after that. All right, you can go look it up. Look up. I forgot the name of the documentary on ESPN Classics, man. But I had it on tape when I was a shorty. I was in Milwaukee, had it on tape. I recorded it off the cable, but nevertheless, yeah, man, like you gotta be championship man, and man, hey, when Mike was getting whooped by the Pistons, he went and hit that gym and built that body up, man, and built up muscle mass. And when he built up muscle mass, man, wasn't nobody the Detroit Pistons couldn't stop him. They was getting mad and they had to run their whole defense centered around him. All right, the enemy gonna have to do more and more and more to try to get you down. Because the Most High using you and you allowing him to use you, man, to your full capabilities, man, to the best of your abilities, maximum exposure, man. So, hey, you got to do that and you got to be that for your Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, man. You got to be the Michael Jordan of the truth, man. All right, you got to be the Michael Jordan of the truth in the spirit, man. Not to boast and brag, but it say, don't let the rich man glory in riches, or the wise man glory in wisdom, or the mighty man glory in might, but let him that glory in the fact that he understandeth me, that I know that I execute judgment, love, and kindness and righteousness throughout the earth. For in these things do I delight. Roughly paraphrasing, man. All right, so you gotta have that high biblical IQ, man, and know how to use it with discussion and discernment. And you gotta move in this thing with the proper wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, let the Lord use you, man. And you work with the spirit. You got to filter everything through the spirit. Everything you look at, movies, TV shows, all right, conversations with people, scenarios, interactions, going to the store, getting in a car. Everything you do, you got to look at it and think about like how the angels is with you and they directing you, lead and guide you, keeping you safe. I know you be watching the news, motherfucker, down there day all day, and you just rolled past there a couple of minutes ago. All right, you got to recognize everything and be grateful and magnify the name of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, man. You got to do the most, man. I just did a lesson on that yesterday. Mary Magdalene, man, when she bought the oil, the spikenard oil, the spikenard oil in the alabaster box, man. She cashed out whatever she was doing in the world, however she was getting money, man. Whatever she was a sinner. She cashed out though, and she did the most for Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. So, hey, you got to take these talents and that Yahweh Shai blessed you with, that Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai blessed you with, and you gotta flip that work, man. You gotta study to show yourself approved, and you gotta rightly divide the word, man, and know what you're doing and saying, not just doing and saying anything that you want to do and feel, because you can lean into your own understanding. All right. You know what I'm saying? You can't be a copycat or a follower or none of that. I mean, yeah, we all are intrigued by certain characteristics of certain men, and it's true. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to use the word intrigue, but you know, um, the scriptures say mark the perfect man. So it be certain things that we hear and see, you know, other men do, and we might take a liking to it. And sometimes you might hear or see one brother and another brother, you might be like, he kind of got that from what the band, but nevertheless, though, you know what I'm saying? It's all for edification purposes, and it's all building the body, man, because we all singing the same song anyway. I never seen a choir with only one tenor. You know what I'm saying? There's gonna be a couple of brothers with bass in their voice in the thing. So yeah, man, Mark the perfect man, man. All right. So yeah, man, it's the book of Philippians, chapter 3 and verse 13. Brethren, I count not myself to have apprehended, but this one thing I do, forgetting those things which are behind and reaching forth unto those things which are before. I press toward the mark for the prize of the high calling of the Most High in Hamashiach Yahushua. So yeah, man, we ain't thinking about the last play, man. Hey, whatever don't kill you, make you stronger. If you get a turnover, you fall out of bounds, you out of bounds one time, man. So everybody slip. You know what I'm saying? You gonna slip several times in the game. You know, hey, players fuck up, but you gotta get back up, man. All right, look at Derrick Rose, broke his shit 10 times, and was still out there. He's still playing somewhere to this day. You know what I'm saying? But you know, a just man falls 7 times. You gotta get back up, man, and stay in the game, man. Get your head in the game. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta press towards the mark, man. We want that ring, man. We want that trophy. We want them crowns, man. We want them planets. We want them clean women, man. We want them women in order. We want them good children, man. Not no badass kids. All right, we praying and hoping for all of that, man. We looking forward towards a new heaven and a new earth wherein dwelleth righteousness, man. All right, First Peter chapter 5 and verse 8. Be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary, the devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about seeking whom he may devour. Yeah, man. Your enemy, the opposition, man, is spiritual wickedness in high places. The so-called white man got the spiritual demon Satan working through him, and he doing everything that he can. He praying on the left hand side and doing rituals and spells and ceremonies and shit. And right now, you can bet your bottom dollar right now, somewhere in the woods in America, it's a little innocent virgin being sacrificed by the so-called white man unto Satan and shed innocent blood, man, to do some shit wicked, man. You know, to keep the goddamn, you know, prison system going and some shit like that, man. To keep America going. I said them both right. America is the damn prison system, you know. So yeah, man. Let me see, my phone getting wet and I'm going live on when I wipe it off and end the live. So let me hurry up, man. Then I have another precept. Yeah, man. Verse 9 say, whom resist steadfast in the faith, knowing that the same afflictions are accomplished in your brethren that are in the world. So yeah, whatever the enemy bringing upon you, man, be smooth, man, because your brethren that went through it and they got through it and they going through it and they getting through it. And you got to get through it too. You can't faint, man. You got to endure to the end. All right, the scriptures say, he that endured to the end, the same shall be saved, man. So you got to keep playing, man. We know, goddammit, we out of Gatorade. The Gatorade probably running low. You on fumes, man, but you don't feel like going, man. The spirit is willing, but the flesh is weak. You gotta push and you gotta go, and you gotta be championship minded, or else the coach is gonna take your ass out of the game, man. Straight up. Hey, this is how about Shem Howard Shaz movie, and if you ain't playing your part in your role, you gonna get cut out the scene, man. Straight up, plain and simple. That's plain upon tables, man. All right. So this the book of Ephesians chapter 6 and verse 11. Put on the whole armor of the Most High that ye may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil, man. All right. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, and against rulers of darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. Yeah, we wrestling. It's a wrestling match, man. WWE, and I want the belt. So if I got to body slam your ass through the table to get the goal, all right, then we on Nehemiah's time in the spirit though. You know, it's in the spirit, man. You gotta get that righteous rebuking. It's a race. We jockeying for position. If you don't want to take the righteous rebuke and get out the way, you gotta get out the way, man. All right, we running and we jogging. You finna fall out and faint. You ain't drinking no water. You been up all night. You drunk Bacardi. And we got a race in the morning. This the championship race. No, stupid. All right. So we not wrestling against flesh and blood. It's against spiritual wickedness in high places, man. We know that each of the so-called white man is praying against us, and we got demon spirits coming up against us. So we got to be on the right type of time through the spirit and power. Yahweh Shem, Yahweh Shai, man. You ain't gonna just get it on your own every day. You gotta pray. You gotta fast. You gotta eat right. You gotta be right mentally. All right. And you gotta get the hell away from the wrong people, man. All right. Yeah, my phone getting wet, man. That's the last scripture, man. That's the book of Psalm, chapter 119 and verse 93, man. I will never forget thy precepts, for with them thou hast quickened me. Yeah, these precepts, these scriptures have given me the energy to be out here right now. I'm standing this drizzling, this cold out here, drizzling a little bit, 12 o'clock at night. They probably finna get this blinking like chicken at any moment now. But all right, the spirit has quickened me to be out here, man, and do this video. I got the view of the city downtown. I can see it. I'm hoping that it's going to be destroyed, and I get to get one of the crowns of these Edomites who's sitting on high down here, man. Because Yahweh shot from to conquer this shit, man. All right. But I will never forget the precepts, man. For with them thou hast quickened me, man. Like I say, you gotta watch the videos. All right. Didn't you think Michael Jordan ain't never watched the videos? You think Michael Jordan ain't never watched the videos, man, when he was playing them championship games, watching Dr. J, Larry Bird, and whatnot? You got to be watching the videos, man. You got to be reading the scriptures, man. You got to get the understanding from the man that the Most High set up, man. All right, and starting with the apostles is a great millstone and the elders on down, man. All right, you got to get while the getting is good. You got to eat while the food on the table, man, because how it shot like the food, hey, the door getting closed, the food almost gone. He finna take the prophets off the street. It's gonna be over with. All right. So yeah, man. These precepts is kind of like knowing the plagues, man. You got the triangle and you got the isolation in the zone. All right, and the man to man, you got to kind of know these precepts so when you out there, you won't just be fluky freestyling. You got to know your position and know what you're doing, man. All right. Some people can play every part, like LeBron James. He play a shooting guard all the way up to a center, but everybody can't play their part. You ain't gonna see Derrick Rose, all right, sticking. You know what I'm saying? God damn it, no big man, man. I can't think of nobody right now. It's not a big man, and I'm thinking of old school people, cause I be playing with the all boys. You know what I'm saying? Gilmore. And them. But you ain't gonna see Derrick Rose, standing against Will Chamberlain. He sticking defense, Will Chamberlain. Nah, man, it's not gonna happen, man. You gotta play your part right, play your cards right. So, hey, it's crunch time, man. We in the fourth quarter, man. We in the fourth quarter, and it's tied up. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, it's looking like we down by one. We down by one. It's the fourth quarter, and they got the ball. They got the ball, and there's 30 seconds left, and we need at least a dunk or something, or a three or something. We need some foul, and it's all up to you. Everything is dependent on you, man. If you don't make it, we don't make it. So you gonna let everybody down again? You've been letting everybody down all your life. You gonna let everybody down again? No, man. You gotta play your part right and do your thing, man. For your Habba Shem Yahweh Shai. You can't let the Most High down, man. You can't let yourself down. You can't let the elect down, man. We can't, we gotta do everything that we do for the body, man. Build each other up and go hard and uplift each other, man. All right, and play your part, man. And perhaps Yahweh Shem Shah pardon your sins and iniquities, man. And you can go to I ain't gonna say you can go to. They say that it's football. They win the Super Bowl. They get to go to Disney World. Nah, man. Perhaps you get to make it to the New Jerusalem. All right. Perhaps you could be granted access to the truth and the everlasting kingdom wherein dwelleth righteousness, man. All right, where the pleasures are evermore, man. 1,000 pleasures are evermore. 1,000 pleasures at the right hand, man. They never ended. You know, whatever you thought, man, felt good and was fun. Wait until your Habba Shem Yahweh Shai give us the kingdom, man. So you gotta press towards the mark and you gotta fight for that, man. Put your life on the line, man. All right, championship mentality. So I hope this lesson was edifying, man. Straight to the point. All right, through the spirit and power, Yahweh Shem Shah. Double honor to the elders, that great millstone. Shalom to the Akim, scattered throughout the four corners, preaching His word, truth and sincerity with discretion and discernment, and the brothers and the sisters, and the Akim and the Agwa in the children too, though, who might be tuning in. So until the next time, man, I'm gonna bid y'all. Shalom.